Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. How are you, students? Today we will study physics, class first year, lecture number 18, chapter work and energy. Today topic is escape velocity. Escape velocity. Today topic is escape velocity. Escape velocity is referred to as the minimum velocity needed by any body or object to be projected to overcome the gravitational pull of the planet Earth. In other words, the minimum velocity that one requires to escape the gravitational field is called escape velocity. So the initial push, the initial velocity given to a body to just escape from Earth gravitational field is called escape velocity. If you give kinetic energy is equal to half mv square, if we consider kinetic energy equal to this one, if you give energy in the form of kinetic energy, that the body just escape from Earth gravitational field. So the velocity given is called escape velocity. If you provide energy in the form of kinetic energy, and that energy take the body out of gravitational field, the velocity is called escape velocity. So the initial push given to a body to escape from Earth gravitational field is called escape velocity. Now, here in this diagram, you can see from this point, you are giving, you provide energy to a body. In this case, the body goes high launch speed. The body escape from the Earth gravitational field. This is very high velocity, so it is not escape, just to escape. If this velocity, you check, if this velocity you check, the body start rotation around the Earth, so it's not escape. In this case, the velocity is not escape. In this case, not escape. In this case, not escape. If you increase the velocity given to this body a little better, it just escape from the Earth gravitational field. So the speed during this curve is called escape velocity. Now, this is the escape velocity. This is the kinetic energy and this is the absolute potential energy. Kinetic energy is equal to half mv square and absolute potential energy we already done. And in lecture number 17. So from this, v square is equal to, this m is cancelled with this m, 2 is multiplied there, v square is equal to 2gm divided by r square root. Now gm is equal to gr square, so you can put the value, v is equal to, put the value of gm. Gm is equal to gr square, it's capital R, radius of Earth, radius of Earth. So by putting this value, 2gr r square, this r is also replaced by capital R divided by r square root. This is cancelled, so v is equal to 2gr. So v escape is equal to under root 2gr and v escape is equal to 2gm divided by r. Both equations are accurate. G is universal gravitational constant, whose value is 6.67 cross 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kilogram square. M is the mass. M is the mass of Earth, capital M, and it is the distance between the center of two bodies. So, to derive the relation for escape velocity, you will take kinetic energy on Earth's surface given to a body in the shape of energy will be equal to absolute potential energy. Absolute potential energy. Kinetic energy is equal to half mv square, and absolute potential energy is equal to gmm divided by r. gmm divided by r. So you will derive this relation. These are the values, and this is the numerical value in meter per second, and this is in kilometer per second. So V escape is equal to 118 meter per second, and V escape 11.2 kilometer per second. These memorize these values. It will always comes in MCQs. Law of conservation of energy. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed, but can be transformed from one form into another form. Kinetic energy can be energy cannot be created. Energy cannot be created, cannot be destroyed, but can be transformed from one form to another form. Here, kinetic energy is converted into potential energy. Here, potential energy is converted into kinetic energy, but the total amount remains constant, which is equal to mgh. Conservation of energy. So I will read, it is blurred. The law of conservation of energy simply stated, the energy of a system is constant. Total energy will be equal to mgh. There will be increase in kinetic energy. At the same time, there will be decrease in potential energy. But if potential increases, kinetic will decrease. Energy cannot be created, cannot be destroyed. Law of conservation of energy. Energy can only change from one shape to the other. True for any system with no external forces. This is the equation. Kinetic energy, potential energy, internal energy, and so on. But the modern research is energy can be created, energy can be destroyed. This is kinetic. This is potential. So potential energy when height is maximum will be mgh, and kinetic energy when body is rest will be 0. These two values are for kinetic and potential. Here the kinetic will be maximum, potential will be maximum, kinetic is 0 because body is in state of rest. This is the velocity at this point, at point A. So here the body is at rest, so kinetic is 0 but potential is maximum because potential energy is due to this height. Potential energy is due to height. So there is height, there will be potential energy. The body is at this point, the body is at rest, so kinetic is 0. Kinetic energy is 0. But it is at some certain height, so there will be potential energy. If you brought the body at this position, if the body is brought to point B, there will be kinetic energy, there will be potential energy. Kinetic energy increases from 0 to mgh. Kinetic energy will increase to mgx, and potential energy will be equal to mgh minus x. So kinetic potential will decrease and kinetic will increase. If to this point potential is decreased by 2 joule, kinetic energy will increase by the same amount, by 2 joule. At the ground, height is 0, so potential energy is 0, but kinetic is maximum. We will do this derivation on next page. This is the diagram. This is C point, this is B point, this is A point. The body is at point A, at point A. So potential energy will be equal to mgh and kinetic energy will be equal to 0 because at this point velocity is 0. Velocity is 0. So kinetic is 0 and E total will be equal to the sum of kinetic energy plus the sum of potential energy. So kinetic energy is equal to 0 plus mgh So E total will be equal to mgh. So for point A, I will write this is point A. Potential energy is 0. Kinetic energy is equal to 0. Potential is mgh, and E total will be equal to mgh. Now for point B, height is h. It covers a distance x. How much distance covered x? So potential energy will become mgh minus x. This height energy is converted into potential energy. Potential is converted into kinetic. Now here we will write third equation of motion. Now 2a is equal to g, s is equal to x, s is equal to x, v is equal to v, and vi is equal to 0. Initial velocity is equal to 0, final velocity is equal to v, and distance is equal to x. Now 2gx is equal to v square minus 0. So gx mgx is equal to mv square divided by 2. This is equal to kinetic energy. So kinetic energy is equal to mgx. So at this point, potential E total will be the sum of potential energy, which is mgh minus x plus mgx. This is kinetic energy and this is potential energy. So E total will be equal to mgh minus mgx plus mgx. This is cancelled. So E total will be equal to mgh. Again, same equation. Now, point C. The body cover a distance equal to the height. This is A position, this is B position. So potential energy at point C is equal to 0 because height will the height of this body from earth surface is 0. And now consider third equation of motion, v square minus vi square. So A is equal to g, s is equal to h, v is equal to v, vi is equal to 0. Initially body is in state of rest. So 2gh is equal to v square minus 0. So we will write here 2mgh is equal to mv square. So kinetic energy is equal to mgh. So E total at point C. E total at point C. E total at point C is the sum of potential energy, plus kinetic energy. E total will be equal to potential is 0 plus mgh. So E total will be equal to mgh. Now we take a body this is we take A point, B point, C point. For point A, potential energy is equal to mgh because height is h and kinetic energy is 0 because body is in state of rest. So E total at this point will be equal to mgh. This is for point A. Now we will do for point B. For point B, kinetic energy is equal to mgx and potential energy is equal to mgh minus x. E total will be equal to for point B mgh. Again we get the same equation. Now for point C, potential energy will be equal to 0 because height is 0. Kinetic energy is equal to mgh. So E total will be equal to at point C is equal to mgh. Point C, point B, point A. E total will be equal to mgh. E total will be equal to mgh. E total will be equal to mgh. So kinetic is converted into potential and potential is here. Kinetic is on the ground, it will become maximum and potential will become minimum. So kinetic energy is converted into potential and potential is converted into kinetic, but the total amount of energy remains constant. Total amount of energy remains constant. So energies are interconvertible, but according to law of conservation of energy, you can transform kinetic energy into potential energy and potential into kinetic, but the total amount remains constant. In other words, laws in potential energy. Laws in potential energy is equal to gain in kinetic energy. If there is no losses, ideal system. Now, if there is force of friction, you will write this law will become different. Work done or laws in kinetic energy, potential energy. Laws in potential energy is equal to gain in kinetic energy plus energy to overcome the resistive forces. Energy needed to overcome the force of friction. Loss in potential energy is equal to the work done, which is W dot H is equal to half mv square plus force of friction into her distance, into height. This represents loss in potential energy. This represents gain in kinetic energy. This represents the energy used to overcome the resistive forces, to overcome the force of friction. Next coming topic is conservation of energy. Conservation of energy. So, thank you, students. Wish you best of luck. In the next coming lecture, we will finish this, inshallah. Allah Hafiz.